Alright! Hello, hello. Ah, hi J Radicals. It's time. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, I think Sparky's not working. I gotta turn Sparky on. Hold on. I totally forgot about this. I restarted my computer, so I have to get it going again. What did the glass count get to last week? So broken glasses, bottles 3, glasses 9, and back broken 4. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think Sparky should be working now. Okay. It's important to have a proper count. All right, I'm getting my pencil so I can properly.
I am alive.
Woohoo! She's working. Excellent, excellent. All right. Time for continue. Start playing from the saved game data. I have a feeling that this is not going to be a super long stream. But we'll get to the end of this case at least. And yeah. Alright, let's go. Yeah, how are you doing? How's your weekend? Alright. So last thing that happened is that we had like a kind of a joint testimony from Olive Green and Mr. Shamspear. So now we have to like cross-examine them and stuff, I think. Oh, no work tomorrow. Congratulations. My weekend was okay. It was super chill. I didn't do that much to be honest, but you know what? That's okay. I just got back from the gym and I did my Beat Saber yesterday, so that was good except for the finger smashing incident. And Friday I didn't do anything. I just like watched some TV and hung out, which was kind of nice because I was tired after work on Friday, so that's why I postponed Beat Saber. Yeah, just relaxed today. That was about it. Yeah, legs only. It's true. Yeah. Beat Saber day is arm day, and then going to the gym is leg day. Yeah. I just mostly do cardio at the gym. I'm boring. Yeah, I do. Eventually I'll probably do some weight training, but right now I'm more focused on like weight loss anyway, so I'm trying to slim down for swimsuit season. Okay, not really, but generally I want to improve my aerobic health, and if I lose some pounds that's good too. But yeah, so I do like the recumbent bike, and I do like incline walking on the treadmill. And that's about it. But I do like an hour, so I think it's pretty good. I do like an hour of cardio. You literally do cardio. Yeah, I mean, it's good for your heart, and like that's important for longevity, right? So I feel like meow. Hello, Miss Ohio. Meow, meow. That's what cats in Japan say. They don't say meow, they say nyan. Meow.
Meow.
Indeed. I'm trying to remember where we were here.
Nyan.
Oh no. Oh, Japanese fail, Sparky. Sparky, you should be better at Japanese. But yeah, hi Miss Ohio. Welcome, welcome. We're just gonna be finishing up this case today, and that'll be it. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't even know what we were doing. I'm gonna have to remember. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, we were cross-examining Olive Green and Mr. Shamspear. Ooh, okay. I think our You know, they always say that like a fox is what do they say? It's dog hardware on no, dog software and cat hardware, or maybe it's the other way around. I can't remember. Maybe it's dog hardware and cat software. Which one do you guys think it is? It's a good question though. Alright. Probably dog hardware. Okay, yeah, I think that sounds more right. It's dog hardware and cat software. They're so cute when they pounce and stuff. They do act a bit more like cats, I think. The fox is an imposter. No! Say it ain't so. Alright, let's see. Okay, so what happened last time in this case? I think we had... So Olive Green was like accused because she had the access to the poison, right? And then we were trying to figure out like what was going on. Oh, I'm good. I just came back from the gym a little bit ago and I had a little snack and then yeah, that was it. I've been chilling. The secret is I also added more mods to Stardew. I've been playing a little bit on my old Stardew save. Just putting in some automation and stuff. I added the what is it? Ridgecrest. No, Ridgecrest? I forget. There's like a whole other city and forest area. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm never gonna be done with Stardew. Oh yeah, the other save is crazy. Now I have everything set up with automation in the other save. I have like 14 million gold in my other save. And that was without automation. I was crazy. So now I'm adding automation to everything. I'm gonna become a billionaire. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to do the corn stuff as well. I need to integrate corn into my super save. But right now I'm kind of exploring like the whole new area. And then even in the Stardew Valley Expanded, the main mod I had added, there's so much more. There's so much like, there's a whole other like additional area I haven't visited and like quite a few new characters I haven't met yet. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. It's a little crazy. But yeah. But I've been adding like cleaning up my old save and adding some automation and stuff so that when we come back to it some point in the future, it'll be nice. Yeah, that was what I was doing on Friday night. And I was just like chilling at home. I'm like, let me install more Stardew mods. And I can't escape Stardew. And one of my friends also just like started playing Stardew Valley, so I've been giving them like advice and stuff, which is really fun. Yeah, Stardew. I only spent a minimal amount of time playing Junimo Kart though. I will say that. I haven't gotten sucked into like a multi-hour Junimo Kart session, so that's good at least. Advice, play corn. It is good advice though, because corn is a great crop. I mean, don't get me started, but it is a great crop because you plant at the beginning of summer and then it's good through fall. Right? Oh, someone's ringing your doorbell. Oh no. I hate it when people, I mean, no one does it now because although sometimes like, you know, salespeople will ring the doorbell, but nobody does like a crazy like run up and ring the doorbell and run away. Yeah, alright. Let me see, I want to get going on this game a little bit though. I started so late. That's my bad though, it's my bad. You didn't put a... Yeah, you should rig a camera up so you can catch them. It's worked out well, hasn't it? We have a new clue at last. What was our new clue? I can't remember. Let's look at the court record. Oh, is it? Okay, I think it's maybe that the envelope matches, right? I think that's what it is. And then we have the bottle of poison, and that's about it. I think the new clue is this thing. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Now I need to pull off a really insightful objection somewhere. Objection. Can't wait. You get their face and hunt them? Yeah. You gotta like lay down the law. Have my tea. I have some decaf chai. I always have to have tea, I feel like, when I'm like reading Ace Attorney. It's good for my like talking a lot. Well, as you've managed to expose this promising new angle, I wonder if you should perhaps try to develop that? No! Ah, of course! And yelling out objections isn't necessarily the best way to do that, I suppose. Oh, you're gonna send a wolf to their home? No! Alright, let's see. I forget what these statements are. Let's look at them. Okay, so... I don't think it's this one. What else do we have? Just happen to be outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings. Okay. And then he's like, okay, I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper. Okay. It was the first time she'd been in the area. I feel like this is suspicious. Wait, should I have been pressing this whole time? Ah. Hey, Chandao. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, wow. That's very epic. Miss Ohio. Alright, I think we should press here. Okay, maybe I should have been pressing this whole time. I thought we already did it though. Alright, well it's okay. We'll do it from now on. What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate. It was nothing, really. It's not worth mentioning. If you remember, you mentioned it to us yesterday at the hospital. Ah. It was related to the card you were holding. Oh, okay, okay. This is good, this is good. Miss Green! Here's the rat that's gonna die soon. Is Olive Green going to jail? I don't know. I really wonder. Did she do it? Is she gonna be the offender? I really wonder. I'll be shocked if she's the perpetrator in the end. But it could be. What was that? She clearly just hid something behind her back. From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. What does that matter? This has nothing to do with Duncan. Duncan Ross. Please, Miss Green, tell us more about that note. They said Miss Ohio. I'm sorry. She's distraught. There's really nothing I can tell you. But I can assure you it's unrelated to all of this. Completely unrelated. Alright, see you in a little bit. The truth is, you went out that day because that's what the note told you to do, isn't it? Oh wait, maybe she's being framed. That also could be something. Also, hi Rise Eric. The instructions were for you to come to Briar Road at 5 o'clock that afternoon. Uh-oh, she's not responding. Hello, hello. I didn't think I should go at first, but then... I
I thought it might be a good opportunity to see what the East End looked like.
Very well. If that's your final word on the matter, continue, please. Really? Interesting, interesting.
Anyway, I was admitted straight to hospital, so I knew nothing about all of this business.
Oh, hi, Hopeless Salary Man. Nice to see you.
Hold it!
I'm gonna keep pressing. We'll see. Yes, you didn't regain consciousness until the day after the trial, did you? In the early hours.
Exactly. So how could I have had anything to do with it? And yet, you still haul me in here to court like this. Honestly.
I love how she's just like painting on the witness stand. So, at the time of the poisoning, the witness was unconscious in her hospital bed. Could there be a more airtight alibi, I ask you?
And yet, in spite of that, you claim that I was the culprit?
Well,
But you certainly haven't produced any evidence to support your wild claim, have you? Not at all.
Maybe? Oh. I think... Wait a second. I think... Yes, we should present the part of the envelope that was found in Mr. Shamsphere's room, because we have that. Can we present it? This. Oh, we can't present it. Dang, okay. I want to present this part, because it proves that it was related. Maybe? Maybe? Okay. I don't know. There you have it. The good lady has yet to see evidence, my learned Nipponese friend. I'm working on it. Counsel, I will point out here that the jury's next decision will be final. We're really up against the wall here. What? Okay, no worries. No worries, Miss Ohio. Thanks for stopping by though and hanging out and saying hi. Alright, something's not good here. Thank you for the resume, Chando. Alright, we have a new clue at least. Okay. Something's missing here. Alright. We're going back to the beginning. As you've managed to expose this promising new angle, I wonder if you should perhaps try to develop that. Yes, of course. I'm yelling. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Now I feel like... What am I missing here? I want to press on Shamsphere stuff, maybe? I don't know. Okay, maybe I should press on this again here.
Hold it!
Maybe. What were you doing there that day, though?
What do you mean?
Aww! Thank you so much for the gift sub, Bunny! Thank you. Aww, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hello, and also hi! That art school you attended, what's it called? Yeah, thank you so much, Bunny. Okay, can we look and see he's doing... Okay, he's not doing anything interesting. Okay. I'm hoping we can finish the case today. We have to. Oh, I forgot the Beat Saber command is still on. Let me turn it off. Hold on. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I had to turn off the timers. There we go. Okay, they're fixed now. No more Beat Saber. My arms are kind of noodles. Can I delete? I can't delete it. Dang. Alright, that's fine. No!
Yes, it's the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. According to Mr. Sholmes, that's just in the vicinity of Brixton Road, which is some 10 stops away from the scene on the underground.
I believe you mentioned before that you also live on Brixton Road, isn't that right? Yeah, I'm not ready for more Beat Saber yet. Maybe tomorrow or the next day I can play. So why then would you have been walking along Briar Road in the middle of the East End?
Well, it's because, oh yes, of course. I thought it might make a nice picture.
Really? It's nothing interesting over here. Okay. The witness is a student of art. City-dwelling artists can't all paint grand urban vistas.
That's right. I happen to like the crumbling look of that part of town.
Perhaps quaint would have been a less grating term. The point is, she's definitely hiding something. I agree.
Yes, it seems she's not going to be forthcoming with the truth.
If she's trying to hide why she was there that evening, it must mean there's a reason for her not wanting us to know. That's the key to this. And you, Mr. Shamspeare, on the evening of the incident 6 days ago, would you tell the court what exactly you were doing? 'Twould be my pleasure, sire. I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper. Alright. Suspicious. I feel like, should we like, Alright.
Hold it!
I want to present the envelope at some point during this. A tavern, you say? Which one? 'Twas the Slug and the Salad where I did tarry. 'Tis a jewel in the East End. And a little unexpected, I feel. What do you mean, Lord Van Zeeks? Slug and the Salad offers unusually fine dining, for the locality at least. Not an establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room.
It's true. The menu lists premium crusts of bread and glasses of water, in different levels of cloudiness.
I would have expected Grub's Grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your means. Watery soup and mushy peas. Or rather, soupy water and pea-like mush. Ouch. All equally appetizing. I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. What's wrong with that? How different can water really be?
Or perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why he had to go to that particular establishment.
Agreed. The fact that on that day of all days, he dined at a place he wouldn't normally, it does stand out. So Mr. Shamspeare's own actions on the day of the incident 6 days ago were slightly suspicious. Yeah, how about very suspicious? This water tastes like water. Exquisite. I mean, yeah, I think, ooh, finally, we got a prompt to present evidence. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I can't imagine, like, water in different levels of cloudiness. That would be terrible. Yeah, we gotta present the envelope, right? Let's do that. Mr. Shamspeare.
Yes,
On the day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Salad, a place you don't normally patronize? For a very particular reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if thou hast some purpose, speakest. Ooh, the desk slam. Very well. I will present the court with evidence. Evidence that explains why you had to be at the Slug and Salad that day. Namely... Should we do the card or the envelope? I think either one's probably okay, right? Because they're connected to each other. So maybe... I'll do the card. I think it should be okay.
Take that!
Take that! Alright.
I believe this card reveals the answer.
Excuse me. Let me adjust my seating.
Good lord, Miss Green's card, you mean? That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Yeah, music's off. It's coming. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. Shamspeare, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described in this note. Oh. Personally, I find it hard to believe that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. Shamspeare?
Oh, well. Excuse me. Can I say something?
Yes, Miss Green?
That card was delivered to me. It doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it?
Well, you'd think so, yes. But it's hard to believe it's merely...
My lord, may I?
May you what, Miss Green?
I'd like to make something very clear about that card.
Very well then. You may amend your testimony to include details about the peculiar note. Uh-oh. Okay, music's back. Interesting.
This note was delivered to me at my address. It's nothing to do with the odd man next to me here.
Wait a second, though. I don't think that's true.
Press!
I think you said that you received it the day before the incident, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
There appears to be no indication of the sender's name or address on the envelope.
It was in my letterbox, and that's all I know, I'm afraid. I have no idea who sent it.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Who is this Duncan Ross, please?
A friend of mine. He attended the same art school as I do. He passed away in a tragic accident a month ago now, though. I wasn't sure what to make of that note, to be honest, but in the end I decided to go.
So you found out what the information was?
Of course I didn't. You're not thinking straight.
Whilst on her way there, she was stabbed in the back. As my learned friend hopefully remembers. Yes, of course. She never made it to the meeting. Alright. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay, right. Alright, so we have to keep going, I guess. Oh, man. I guess we have to keep going through. I feel like, okay, so we've already pressed on... Do I have to press on all these again? I mean, I can. Oh, are there some that we've missed? Unclear. I guess I can just keep, you know, if all else fails, just press.
Hold it!
It might take more time, but I think it's okay. I'm well acquainted with the case. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
was awful. I still can't believe I was unconscious for so long. And I woke up to find that the case had been solved and the culprit arrested.
Yeah, pressing is what this channel is all about. Hundo P.
Hold it!
Yeah, but it's the sure way to succeed. It works, right?
Yes, the incident has been resolved already. Perhaps it would help you to consider it a bad dream that ended with your awakening, and should now be forgotten.
Need to press Sophia more often. Sophia! Sweet Sophia. I know, I've got all the, I have all her loved items, so... Oh yeah! I'm still hurt about that. I can't believe I was stood up. I wasn't that late. Dejo?
Yes, I suppose so. Thank you.
But before you put it completely behind you, Miss Green, I need you to remember the details one last time. You must tell the court exactly what happened that day, for us to arrive at the truth about this new case.
The trouble is, there's nothing to tell, really. I was just... excuse me. I'm dying.
Yeah.
I was just walking along the pavement.
That's how she gets you, right? That's how she gets you.
Coincidentally.
Maybe I should, like, present something in some of these? I don't know. Alright, we'll see.
Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings.
Hold it!
Alright.
What were you doing there that day, though?
What do you mean?
The art school you attend. What's it called?
Alright, so we already did this one, so there's nothing new here. Alright. I'm not gonna read through all these again, because this is just the same. Talking about how it's like, yeah, she wants to like make a nice picture, and then she's like dissing the look of the place, etc, etc. Yes. Okay. Let's see what we got next. Yep. I feel like we're gonna have to present something in like the next section. Oh, okay. We've already pressed him on this. So, and we already pressed her on this part as well. So maybe it's the last thing. Okay. I think we need to present the torn off end of the envelope here. Let's do that and see what happens.
Objection!
There we go. Alright. The day before the incident, exactly 1 week ago now, this note was delivered to your address. And upon carrying out the instructions in the note, you found yourself in the hospital.
Yes, I did. It's terrible, everything that's happened to me.
Yes, it is terrible. If it's all true, that is.
Ooh, okay, we got scary music. That's a good sign.
What do you mean?
Miss Green, have a look at this, please. It's the torn off end of an envelope.
Oh, is it?
And it so happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received.
Where did you find that?
In Mr. Shamspeare's room.
Eh?
In my room? Mr. Shamspeare, do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere? Well. Your actions that afternoon followed the instructions in the note to the letter. come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. And so that's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shamspear. You already knew about this note, didn't you?
Oh, he's sweating. He's sweating.
And you, Miss Green.
Oh, what did I do?
As this torn off end of the envelope proves, the note was originally in Mr. Shamspear's room. So how is it that it came to be in your possession?
I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist after all.
Yeah, don't give me that BS.
There's only one explanation. You broke into Mr. Shamspear's room and stole it.
Uh-oh. She's nervous. Oh no. Okay.
You did what? Sorry. Thou hast what? You broke, thou
Gotcha beach.
in my room?
Gotcha beach. Nice, nice getting around the the censorship.
What on earth do you want with me? Uh-oh. It would seem that both witnesses need to testify again.
Oh. She's like, look at she looks like she's withholding information. There is something going on with this girl.
Miss Green.
Yes?
Whilst you have the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the suffering you have endured in recent events, anyone found to be giving false testimony in a court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind.
Yeah, she's hiding stuff. And he's sweating, you can see on this side.
Yes, I know.
They're all criminals here. We've got like the gas stealer on one side who's like a crazy man, and then super sus lady.
Very well then, witnesses. You will give formal testimony again now. On the subject of this curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims to have received.
Alright, did she actually receive it? Let's see. Okay.
The anomaly of the note.
I do remember now. 'Twas a week ago, peradventure, that note was delivered unto me. On the day writ therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, yet nobody came. Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow, I did see the note had vanished. Okay, wait, I'll tell you my theory. My theory is that she sent him the note to come to the Slug and Salad, and then she went to his room and poisoned his room somehow while he was at the restaurant, and then she went back and then she stole the note as well while she was there, so that she could like cover up her crime, except she like left the edge of the envelope on accident. That's my theory. That's my current working theory. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, why would she want it? I think she wants to kill him because I think he killed her ex-fiance because he's trying to get the treasure from the other guy that used to live in her ex-fiance's room. So I think he's been like making people I think he's been like knocking off people because he's trying to figure out about the treasure of the other guy that died, and then there's like my mind is like, you know that there's like the meme of the guy that has like 500 things on the wall with like 1,000 strings connecting all the things together. But yeah, I think she's trying to kill Shamspear because he killed her fiance. Yeah, that meme is like my brain right now. let's see. But maybe it could be something else. I don't know. This is my current theory. All right, let's see.
I don't know what you mean. You think I snuck into this man's room, do you? Why would I?
Why would you indeed? Post me saver for an expansion. You know, they do say exercise is good for the mind, right?
I can point out the villain here. And as for that torn off piece of the envelope, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, maybe you do though. Maybe you do. You now claim to have received this letter, do you, Mr. Shamspear?
Faith 'tis so, my lord. And I would swear to have it set upon the table in my humble lodgings. Yet 'tis clear to me now that since I returned from the tavern that night, I have not laid eyes upon it. Well, that being the case, young lady, it would appear that your testimony was...
A lie? Is that what you think? How unfair of you to think I'm the one lying.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just a fledgling artist, as I said, and fledgling artists don't lie.
What? How is that even related? She's crazy.
That note was delivered to me at my address. Besides, we all know who the liar around here is.
Interesting observation. She lies as she breathes, indeed.
If that's true, Miss Green, how do you explain the facts? This part of the envelope was, without question, found in Mr.
Whoop! I don't see why I should explain.
Sorry?
I'm a fledgling artist. My job here is just to say what happened, that's all.
Oh, you think they're in cahoots? Maybe. Are they in cahoots? Maybe.
It's your job to give the explanations and the proofs. You, the fledgling lawyer.
The fledgling will do his best. Evidently, my learned friend's cross-examination is our only hope of learning the truth.
Come on, you're not gonna step in, Van Zieks? Come on, we could use your help here, buddy.
Well, counsel? I'm ready, my lord.
Alright, let's go for it.
Very well then. The defense will now proceed with the cross-examination of the witnesses.
Miss Green clearly did break into Mr. Shamspear's room. There can be no question of that. And that's how she acquired the note.
Yeah, Van Ziek's saving money on the drinks budget. Yeah, he hasn't busted out any alcohol today. I'm a little bummed. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to just like... it means he can break the record next time. I'm still tracking it though. Hold on, I have some tea here.
Gotta drink it while it's hot.
And that's how she acquired the note. Yes, two facts that are starting to lead me to a possible explanation for all of this. And it's not a pretty one. Are they in cahoots? Maybe.
Cross-examination.
Let's go!
The anomaly of the note.
Alright, you know the... you know the strategy here. Press.
I do remember now, 'twas a week ago, peradventure, that note was delivered unto me.
Hold it! Hold it!
And can you shed any light on the contents of the note at all? Nay, sire, 'tis as strange to me as a foreign tongue. Even with a knowledge of literature as great as mine own, verily, 'tis impenetrable. But Mr. Duncan Ross had lodgings in the same household as you. And in fact, he was your neighbor, so surely you knew him, didn't you?
Evidently not.
Alack, if the choices be twixt I knew him and I knew him not, then 'tis with foreboding that I be forced to declare we were, by some small measure, acquainted. Despite your claims, though, you followed the note's instructions and went to the Slug and Salad. Presumably that was nothing to do with your knowledge of literature? Marry, naught will have the better of me, sire, save for the lure of curiosity. So 'tis true, I was compelled by mine own eager heart to betake myself to the tavern. Yet in the end, my curiosity was not satiated. This guy. On the day written therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, yet nobody came.
Hold it!
Hold it!
So, even after waiting for an hour, nobody appeared? Well, yes, sire. 'Tis as thou sayest. Really? You paused for a moment before you answered. In truth, when thou asked whether nobody appeared, I did suddenly recall. Really? Do you mean to tell the court that somebody did appear after all? I was not alone that night at the Slug and Salad, my lord. No, 'tis returning to me now. I did treat my lips to almost clear water, and mine innards to a premium crust of bread. And all around me danced a great many companions. What do you mean? Flies, sire, flies. Good lord. This guy is so crazy. In the name of Beelzebub, what were they? Fairies, perchance, from a midsummer night's dream, come to taunt me? I think they were just flies.
I can't help thinking that the flies ought to choose something more wholesome to buzz around.
Susato, man, coming in with a burn.
Is that wrong of me?
Man, that was a harsh burn, Susato. Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow, I did see the note had vanished.
Hold it!
Hold it!
When exactly did you notice it had gone missing? Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas. In other words, you didn't notice. Nice, Menzies. Several days passed between your outing to the tavern and Mr. Natsume's visit to your room. Yes, it would appear that the note disappeared sometime in that interval. Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas. And yet, during that time, Miss Green was comatose in the hospital, was she not? Clearly then, she could not have been stealing things from Mr. Shamspeare's room.
Yes, of course. It's all some sort of misunderstanding, isn't it, Mr. Prosecutor, sir?
He does not look impressed. You have so far failed to give a satisfactory explanation as to how you came by the note. I'm not here to advocate for your defense, madam. I won't tolerate inconsistencies in your story. You would do well to remember that.
Oh, dearie me.
What's Lord Van Zeek's getting at?
I don't know what you mean. You think I snuck into this man's room, do you? Why would I?
'Cause you want to poison him?
Hold it!
Yeah.
It seems that this note was actually delivered to Mr. Shamspeare about 1 week ago.
Oh, does it?
But for some reason, it ended up in your possession. I can't think of any way that could have happened except for you breaking into Mr. Shamspeare's lodgings.
Objection!
Uh-oh. But for what reason would the witness have done that? I won't deny that Miss Green's possession of the note would appear to defy logic. However, until and unless her involvement in this case can be proven in some other way. Any further pursuit of this note is meaningless.
Miss Green could have only come to be in possession of the note by stealing it from Mr. Shamsphere's room. And yet, there's no obvious reason why she would have done such a thing.
What if there was some other reason she broke into his lodgings, though? Yeah, to poison him!
Yes, we should pursue that idea, Mr. Naruhodo.
We're close now. I can feel it. We're close. We're so close to a breakthrough.
Alright. I feel like maybe we're gonna need to... Are we going back now to the beginning? Alright. Oh no, we're not. We still have one more. Okay.
I can point out the villain here. And as for that torn off piece of envelope, I don't know anything about it.
Alright.
Hold it!
Do you though? Do you? Come on, lady. So you don't want to tell the court the truth about the letter. Is that it?
I'm a fledgling artist, remember? Artists are nearly always introverted characters.
Introverted? Fie! This fledgling doth readily cast aspersions about my nature. She's gonna make sure this is a 6-hour stream. For reals. Yet I am an angel, a seraph. Birds do harmonize with my song. The wind doth frolic on my wing. Oh pity, wherefore dost thou accuse one so pure of heart, ample woman? What is this? What is this dance he's doing?
Pure of heart? I don't think so. Even a fledgling like me can see you're just a failure.
Still hearing about fledgling artist emporium. God, I hope not. Tragedy. Thou shalt not know the true heart of an artist until thine instruction hereafter, by death. Oh, the days, oh, the years! Alas, to enlighten thee, thou must wait so long, and in vain. What is this dance? Oh my god. Hi, Tatsampa. Shamsphere is weird. 100%. He is a strange dude. He's scooting. The dances are crazy. Yeah, they're very entertaining at least.
Mr. Naruhodo, interject with some clever remark.
I hope it's not his mating dance. Oh god.
This is your chance to shine.
I'm no Shakespearean actor, Mrs. Sato. Nope, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's gonna resolve this argument is
Evidence, yes.
Alright, so we're gonna have to go back to the beginning, I guess? Maybe. Let's see.
It's clear that Miss Green did in fact break into Mr. Shamsphere's room, isn't it? And that's where she found this letter.
yes, two more or less foregone conclusions that lead me to one terrifying conclusion.
Terrifying.
Yes, I'm afraid to say that the outcome of this cross-examination may well change how we look at this case completely.
You'll be disappointed. You do jury duty one day, and the defendant isn't dancing like this in court. Oh man, I've done jury duty. I've been on a trial before. I've been in the jury. It was a really interesting experience. I almost got on the trial before in a criminal case, but I did a civil trial. And I was on the jury once. It was really interesting, but no, I wasn't a criminal. I was in the jury. I got to be one of like the crazy characters in the jury box. It was interesting though. Yeah, I've been called up. I don't know. I just got unlucky, but I got called up once for criminal and they almost put me on the jury, but then I got rejected, and then I got called up for the civil as well, and then I didn't get out of it, so it wasn't that bad. It was like a three-day trial, so not too bad. Worth doing once, I would not prefer to do again. I feel like I've done my civic duty. Was the atmosphere tense? Yeah, people were obviously upset because it was about like a lot of money. I won't give any details about the case, of course, but it was like about a fair amount of money, and it had like cost people like their savings, and so somebody was suing somebody else, and there was a lot going on, and there wasn't like a 100% clear one person absolutely wrong, other person absolutely right situation. So but what was interesting is that we got to determine some kind of like percentage and stuff that we thought, and there was definitely no dancing, no. But what was kind of sad was that one side of the case had obviously a lot more money than the other side, and the lawyer was so much better than the other lawyer. It was like, oh, money can really buy you success in some ways, but thankfully I feel like the jury was pretty good. Me and one other guy were like the we were like the bosses of the rest of the jury and like drove the conversation and the discussion and stuff between the other jurors at the end when we had to do the deliberation. But yeah, there was like, we had to take notes, and it was quite long, and yeah, it was crazy. It was quite serious. The judge was very serious. It was interesting though, and you definitely have like quite a sense of responsibility when you do it, because you know, you get to decide the fate of these people based on like the evidence presented, and the judge like advises you on like what you're allowed to use and not use as far as evidence, and like how to do the deliberations, and you get like good instructions. It was interesting, because you go into it and you're like, who are these people and what is this and what am I even supposed to do, and like but they're pretty good about helping you like understand what you're supposed to do, and you can always ask questions like if you're not sure. So yeah, it was interesting. I wouldn't want to be on like a really long case, but like a 3-day case was like plenty good, and I think I'm happy I got to do like a civil trial versus a criminal trial, because that seems much more serious. Not that civil's not serious, but you know, it was, no one got literally hurt. Hi, 100-mile runner. I was talking about my jury duty experience. I've been in the jury before. It was interesting. Yeah. Once was enough. I feel like most trials are pretty short though. It's rare that you would get like on a long trial. I think most of them are just like a couple days. Ah, so you've done both criminal and civil. I've only done the civil one. I got called up to the jury box for the criminal one, but they dismissed me after like they got to do like how both sides get to ask questions for all the prospective jurors and then dismiss anyone they don't like. They didn't like me. Any random Russians? No, we didn't have any random Russians. We did have people, we had some naturalized citizens on my jury though, which was interesting. Yeah. Oh, you got to be the alternate. Okay. That's almost disappointing though, in that you like have to sit through the whole thing, right? And then you don't get to like participate at the end. But maybe it's a bit of a relief to not have to be involved in deciding somebody's fate, but it depends, I guess. I'm sure by the end of the trial you had your own opinions about how things went, so maybe you would have wanted to participate. Yeah. These trials, not like a real trial. Not at all. You stayed after to see the result? Oh yeah, I would have too, for sure. 100%. Cause like, you spent that time, right? You want to know, you're invested in the outcome at least a little bit. Alright, let's see. So I think we've gone through these already. I think we need to present
On one of them. I feel like we're gonna need to present like the poison at some point. Because we haven't gotten to present that yet. Let's see. So he got the note delivered. And then we've already asked him about this. And then he shared the company of Sasaki-san. Ah, okay, why would I? Okay, this is where I think this is where we need to present the poison. Why would I? Why would you? Well, cause you wanna kill him, that's why. Cause you're a murderer. Maybe. This is my thought. Okay, let's see. Objection! Yesterday at the hospital, we saw you with this bottle.
Allegedly. Exactly.
And though the contents spilled during the course of our meeting, a small quantity remained. According to the defense's independent analysis, Mr. Sholmes' chemistry set, the liquid that was still in the bottle was identified. Strychnine. As strychnine. What? Strychnine? The very same poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspear. Shocking. Miss Green, you broke into this man's lodgings. For one reason, and one reason alone. To cover the end of the pipe that feeds the gas lamp in Mr. Shamspear's room with poison. Oh wait, ooh. She looks so stoic here. Uh-oh. Is she gonna confess? No. Can this be? You broke into my room? He's shot. It may seem incredible to the court.
As a fledgling artistry.
Exactly. But from the remaining clues, there is only one logical conclusion that we can reach.
The art to kill. Yeah, she's a fledgling. She's a fledgling assassin.
The person who attempted to take Mr. Shamspear's life with poison was you, Miss Olive Green.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh no. Oh no.
Order! Order! Counsel, are you seriously suggesting this woman put poison on the end of the gas pipe with intent to kill? Yes, my lord. There's no other way to explain the facts.
Yeah, they censored her skirt. It's just like it's like a cupcake. It's like the yellow cardboard typing.
But if Miss Green did indeed set this odious trap 6 days ago...
Bloomers.
Indeed. And the victim had put his mouth to the pipe that very evening as expected. The attempted murder would have happened 6 days ago, sure. Well, that's a very good point. Uh-oh. Perhaps not, my lord.
Oh, is Van Zeek's gonna help us?
I beg your pardon? There was a significant police presence in the area that evening, on account of the incident on Briar Road. Local residents were being interviewed throughout the night as part of the ongoing inquiry.
Oh, maybe because she got stabbed.
Ah. A circumspect criminal would likely have chosen not to carry out any wrongdoing at that time.
Aha. Lord, Van Zeeks! Oh my god, I'm shocked he's helping us.
And of course, the following morning there was more activity at Mr. Shamspear's address.
More activity?
Oh, yes. You mean his fellow lodger, Mr. Natsume, being arrested on suspicion of murder?
The alcohol finally got to him. Yeah, but it made him nice, somehow.
That's right. And as the defense has already proposed, Mr. Shamspear was meddling with the gas in the pipe for a very sinister reason himself. To cause the gas stove in Mr. Natsume's room to go out, thereby asphyxiating the occupant.
But once Mr. Natsume had been arrested, His room was under constant surveillance by the police. In the circumstances, Mr. Shamspeare had no reason to blow air into the gas pipe. His intended victim being in a prison cell. With the need to tamper with the gas removed, the poison in the pipe lay dormant.
And then, 3 days ago now, the situation changed again.
Right. Mr. Natsume's trial, which took place here at the Old Bailey, came to an end. The trial in which the man stood accused of stabbing Miss Green in the back, but was duly acquitted. That resulted in Mr. Natsume returning to his lodgings for the first time in 2 days. And that very night, his gas stove mysteriously went out, and Mr. Shamspeare was mysteriously poisoned. In conclusion, the poison that was present on the mouth of the gas pipe, whoa, had been put there in the victim's room some 4 days earlier.
Mary!
With that new understanding, it becomes clear that this letter was all part of the plan. What plan? The court will recall that the note gave instructions to visit the Slug and Salad at 5 o'clock.
I know, right?
It's all coming together. And that the recipient should tell nobody else. The reason for those instructions are now clear. To ensure that the lodger would not be at home at the stated time.
Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah, okay, what's up?
My guess was correct.
To make sure I wasn't at home.
Exactly. While you were out, Miss Green could safely slip into your room, knowing she wouldn't be disturbed.
You mean to say that the letter
Was written by Miss Green, yes. And in order to cover her tracks, she took it away with her when she left. Just after she smeared poison over the mouth of the gas pipe in your room. Okay. Order! Order! What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Oh, all right. Yes?
Just who are you? Why did you try to kill me? Miss Green's motive should be obvious.
Yes.
It's all tied up with someone whose name we've heard several times already during the course of this trial. So, that's what's behind all this. You will share your apparent understanding with the court, please, counsel. Which person is behind this woman's motive for the attack on the victim's life?
It's gotta be her ex-boyfriend, right? It's gotta be. This guy, right here. Love of her life. Who passed away as a result of gas poisoning.
Take that!
Take that!
Duncan Ross.
Natsume. No, that would be so mean.
That's right. Before the defendant, Mr. Natsume, took up residence in the lodgings at Mr. Garadev's, somebody else was renting the room. Mr. Duncan Ross. I knew I'd heard the name somewhere else. It was all over the papers a month ago, when the man died in strange circumstances at the haunted lodgings. That does ring a vague... Of course, yes, I remember now. The young man they claimed was strangled by the convict's curse, or some such. Sadly, my lord, it wasn't a curse of any kind, nor was it an accident. The man died as a result of Mr. Shamspeare blowing into the gas pipe and causing gas to leak into the room. No, it was murder, plain and simple.
Uh-oh. Conclusion. Mew was Phoenix right. Yeah. I feel good. I feel good about my deductive reasoning skills.
Well, what do you know? The world is so unfair. Curses, curious deaths. That's all people care about. If it's an interesting story, they want to know. It doesn't cross their minds that real people are involved. And once they're bored, just 1 month later, once the story's lost its appeal, everyone's forgotten them.
You mean you... Duncan was... Mr. Ross was Miss Green's fiancé. Oh, fiancé? You may not have known until now who Miss Green really is, Mr. Shamsphere. But she's known exactly who you are all along. Because you're her sworn enemy, the murderer who took the life of the man she was to marry.
Mary!
Miss Green, is it not the case that in order to exact revenge on Mr. Shamsphere, you smeared poison over the end of the gas pipe?
Ooh, she's not confessing. Yet. Let's see.
This is all quite extraordinary. Am I correct in my understanding that you now accuse both parties' counsel? Each on different counts of murder? Yes, my lord. That's correct.
Objection!
Wait, why are you objecting? I thought you were our buddy now.
Inhaling so deeply, it appears that my fledgling learned friend has taken in a lungful of dubious gas that's causing his judgment to be clouded. What? Why would Mr. Shamsphere have wanted to kill these lodgers, as you say?
Yeah, because of the treasure. It's the treasure.
You have completely failed to provide a motive to substantiate your accusation against the man.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Reaper, my liege. I have been slighted. 'Tis lies, all lies. I deny every utterance. The dance is back.
And you'll have to forgive me, Mr. Naruhodo, sir. But I don't intend to admit to anything either.
Miss Green,
I'm sure you'll think I'm being very rude, but I'm not gonna be sent to the gallows for the likes of this scoundrel.
Objection!
but you broke into the man's room. If you didn't do it to smear poison on the pipe, what was your reason?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I thought I'd have a look around. That's all.
Sorry?
You're right. I suspected him. So I thought perhaps I might find some evidence or something in his room. Evidence that it was him who took Duncan's life.
Oh, vileness! Oh, villainy! Oh, tyranny! Oh, rotundity of woman! Jeez. But in any case, whenever I leave my room, I do turn the key in the lock.
That whole place is falling apart. The locks on the doors are no different.
Yeah, this guy is so hyper. How does he have any energy if he only eats like crusts of bread and cloudy water? And tea. Maybe it's the tea.
Duncan showed me once how to unlock the door with some terps and a piece of wire.
Oh, awfulness! Oh, artfulness! Oh, tyranny! Oh, profanity of woman! He's such a character, good lord.
We will consider your trespassing on some future occasion. But for now, tell the court what you found. What evidence your search revealed.
Well, I spotted the note that I'd sent him lying on the floor. When I went to pick it up, I noticed something. One of the floorboards was loose, and underneath it, I discovered a secret hiding place.
Oh, the empty box, right? There was like the empty box that old like fish and chips found, right? What was in the empty box? Did she? Ooh, was there something in there? Okay, let's see. Eh? Yes, we also discovered that hiding place.
Inside, we found a newspaper cutting, a photograph, and an empty tin box. Yes, well, the thing is, when I found it, the box wasn't empty.
What? There was something in it?
Yes,
Oh. Oh, she smiled. That's the first time I've seen her smile.
this rather nice key.
Oh my god. Oh no. What are you doing with that? What the?
Every ounce of color is drained from his face.
Give it here! Give it to me now! It's mine! I inherited it! What was that, witness? What did you say? You inherited it? No! He's sweating so hard. What's all this about? He inherited that key?
It was obviously important to you since you'd gone to such lengths to hide it, so I took it. I don't know what it's for, but you took something precious from me, so I took something precious from you. So what if it means you can't open something now? I don't care.
Give it back this minute! Give it to me! Calm yourself, witness.
Excuse me, I gotta turn on my heater. It's a little chilly in here.
Oh, the case is heating up. My room is not. So, Mr. Shamspear has tried, and in one case succeeded, to take the life of 2 lodgers now. Yes. His motive for doing so is the key to everything that's happened. So she's not the murderer now? I'm like a little disappointed, to be honest. It's true, there appears to be no motive to support the accusation against Mr. Shamspear. At first. You need some more dancing. I agree. Hi, Faye. Oh, that's true. She's attempted murder. She didn't murder anyone, but it could have been attempted
Bailiff, bailiff, we need the bailiff.
That's right. I think we do. You know, the bailiffs have like never come into these at all. Like they're always just outside, and all they do is like call people in when it's time for the trial to start. They haven't intervened despite all this craziness. I've never seen them do anything, right? Bailiffs are useless. I know. I did want Olive to be a criminal. I guess she is a criminal, but so far only proven to be a breaking and entering criminal. But considering everything we now know, I think there's actually something that could explain it. What? Oh no! I need to recall every piece of evidence at our disposal. Everything we've seen and heard. Because I'm sure that I just caught a glimpse of the link that runs through all of these events. It's the treasure! It's the treasure! It's gotta be. In that case, counsel, I must demand that you present evidence to the court in support of your claim. Right. What is it that you say can explain the motivation for Mr. Shamspear's alleged crimes? It's gotta be this thing, the guy with the treasure, right? It has to be. It has to be. I feel like I figured this case out. Except for Olive Green not actually being a murder attempter. Alright, I think this has to be it.
Take that!
Take that!
That's an official police report, is it not? The Selden file. How did you get hold of that? Selden? The now sadly deceased Mr. Ross and the defendant, Mr. Nutsmane, have only one thing linking them. The fact that they had lodgings in the same room. Well, yes, we know this, certainly. A room that was formerly occupied by Selden. Until, that is, he was arrested by Scotland Yard for his involvement in multiple burglaries. Yeah, that's right. Van Zeeks knows what's up. I see.
And it so happens that the convict Selden left behind one very substantial mystery when he died. Some 1,000 pounds worth of loot that he stole, which as yet remains to be found. Ah, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. It's written in his file here. 1,000 pounds lost en route to hell. That was how the papers summed it up.
And it seems that one particular fellow inmate was with the convict in his final moments.
Is that how he inherited the key?
It's not hard to imagine Selden entrusting that inmate with his most closely guarded secret. The location of the stolen loot, and perhaps a key to unlock whatever container the valuables were in. Oh, he's sweating.
You mean this key is...
Mr. Shamspear, it was you, wasn't it? You were at the capital offender's side when he died, were you not?
What are you talking about? It's a false charge, I tell you, a false charge.
The name of the inmate who was with Selden at his death isn't noted in this file. But a simple telegram to the prison where he died would quickly tell us how false the charge really is. Uh-oh. Look out, buddy. You're in trouble now.
But even if it's true, why would the man be so intent on killing every subsequent occupant of the convict's lodgings?
There's only one explanation for that, my lord. It was in that very room that Selden hid his loot.
Yeah, we're gonna build it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get in there.
So, it all comes out.
Yes, and having established that, all of Mr. Shamspear's subsequent actions start to make perfect sense.
When he was let out of prison following Selden's death, he made immediately for Mr. Garrideb's lodgings in the hope of renting Selden's old room. However, the retired army man was unable to offer him the accommodation of his choice.
Because Selden's old room had already been let to somebody else, Mr. Duncan Ross.
Which is why Mr. Shamspear subsequently devised his gas-based plot to kill the occupant of the room. And when he was successful, he presumably intended to inquire about switching into the newly vacant room.
However, a certain jittery someone had beaten him to it.
Mr. Suseki Natsume, the defendant of this case, no less.
So you decided to use the ploy with the gas again, didn't you, Mr. Shamspear? This time, to oust Mr. Natsume. Yeah, Van Zeek's really just stopped defending for Shamspear like he did with the Memoirs. Yeah, he's like, I don't want that guy as my defense attorney. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be on my side. He just kind of goes with whatever he thinks is like, whatever he can win. Yeah. He is mostly retired, right? He just came out of retirement to do like a couple cases for mysterious reasons that we have not understood yet, right? We're still trying to figure out why he came out of retirement. I feel like it has something to do with the whole everything's connected, right? So if someone goes to jail, that's a win. All for one simple and avaricious reason: to get your hands on the 1,000 pounds of loot left behind by the dead convict. Alright, there you go. It wasn't a confession, though. Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna snuff it before they get to stretch me neck. Listen, I want you to have me loot anything to stop the coppers getting their mitts on it. Oh, this must be Selden.
It's hidden in the room where I was lodging when they got me. Here, this is the key. The key to it. Take it. Always stay one step ahead, mate. See you now, I guess. Shakespeare.
Ah, hello. Silver Lustrous, hello. How are you doing?
It's mine. What did he just say? It's mine. That loot is mine.
Whoa, crazy eyes. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh my god. Mr. Shakespeare.
It's all lies. I don't accept any of it. Why should I? After all, you don't have a shred of evidence. You can't prove I killed that fellow. Forsooth, I'm the victim here, remember? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen?
Whoa, the jury's like, oh no.
If I don't admit to it, there's nothing you can do. You can't arrest me, for the time being anyway. Verily, you can't arrest the victim, can you? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen?
The whole jury's freaking out now. Oh, the dance is back. Whoa, look at that hip wiggle.
I'm so close. I just need a few more hours. I swore to myself that I'd get my hands on it, and I can almost taste it now.
Hips don't lie.
Do you really think I'd just give it up? There's no question in my mind now. The man is guilty through and through. But he seems so utterly intoxicated by the idea of that loot. I'm afraid that however hard you press him, he'll never admit to what he's done, Mr. Naruhodo. There is a way. Pardon? There's one way I can finish him. No!
Yes. He's already committed the most heinous crimes to get his hands on that loot. Which means all we need to do is find it first.
Fine plan. Were it not for the fact that
You
the
can
police...
have my sword, Ryanosuke.
Yeah, wait, doesn't he still have the, doesn't he still have his, like, sword from before? He hasn't busted it out in court yet, though.
Were it not for the fact that the police thoroughly searched the room following the death of Mr. Ross. If it's there at all, it must be very well hidden indeed.
Huh.
Without conclusive evidence, I certainly cannot rule.
Can't he file his own sword? Fair.
If only there was some way we could find the convict's loot quickly.
Okay, where is it gonna be?
This is the final piece in this complex puzzle. But I think we might have it in our possession already. Or rather, I think we may well have something that can help us find where that loot is hidden. My lord.
Yes, counsel.
The defense would like to make a proposal about how to find the late convict's hidden loot. I believe we're already in possession of something that could give us a clue as to its whereabouts.
The dance is back. He's just crazy now.
It's our last chance, so it has to be worth a gamble. Besides, we've used the same technique once already, and it definitely paid off then.
Ooh, it has to be how Mr. If he's talking about the same technique, it has to be the technique they used to like find the prince everywhere, right? So maybe they can use the same technique in the room to find the what do you call it? The treasure box. And by technique, I mean Herlock Sholmes's like magical makes the handprints glow situation. It's got to be that, right?
Very well then, counsel. Let the court hear your idea. What do you propose we can use in order to locate the hiding place of the deceased convict's haul?
All right. Do we have the Okay, we do have this picture, right? Aha. This has the skin print seeker gun. Alright, I think this is what we need to present. Right? Because we wouldn't use the same technique. He was talking about the technique, and it has to be this one. 'Cause I don't think we have anything else. This doesn't have anything. This is not useful. No. This doesn't have anything. It has to be this one. Yeah. Okay.
Take that!
Let's go.
If I'm not mistaken, those are Mr. Shamspeare's handprints on the wall of his lodgings.
That's right, my lord.
Exposed as a result of the defense's independent investigation of the scene.
Based on a wonderful new discovery in the field of forensic science by the great detective, Mr. Sholmes.
A great detective? Is that some kind of joke? Do you really think I'm going to be daunted by a man with such a ridiculous title? I should think the great bard ought to recognize such a title when he hears one. Mr. Shamspeare. Oh wait, there he is. Oh, that was him, I think. Oops. Perhaps we should compete for the honor of most ridiculous title.
Tis Herlock Sholmes himself!
What are you doing here, great detective?
I know. He just appeared. And why did he appear like in the witness box? Like this guy, he wasn't here like the whole time because he was like sleeping in because he's a lazy man. And then he appears and shows up at the very end of the trial in the witness box. Bailiffs asleep outside. Yeah, bailiffs are doing nothing. Ugh.
Your usual haunts are the filthy back streets of the capital, are they not?
Ah, Mr. Reaper, it's been too long. And I see your complexion has worsened since we last met.
Mr. Sholmes! He does know Lord Van Zeeks then. Well enough to say something like that, in any case.
I feel like Sholmes has no, that guy has, like, no filter.
Mr. Sholmes, though you may be heralded as a great detective by the population at large, that does not give you the right to come and go in my courtroom as you see fit.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I may, my lord. Mr. Sholmes' newly developed scientific method has helped us to uncover vital clues in this case already.
Clues, you say?
I call them skin prints, my lord.
My method identifies every location touched by an individual under scrutiny. It's the method by which we were able to ascertain this gentleman's gas pipe activities. You need only a small sample of something the individual has previously touched to make an indicator solution. In your case, sir, I use the teacup you had been holding. Elementary. So now, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
What am I to use as a sample to make the indicator solution this time?
Thank you for offering to help, Mr. Sholmes.
When the convict was arrested, he was living in what is now Saseki-san's room. We need a sample to help locate Selden's loot that's hidden in his old room. What form will the sample take?
The only thing we know that should we do a person? We don't have any. I don't think we have any evidence. Okay, so the only thing that we know that Selden has touched is the key. He has the key. He touched the key, right? And Olive has the key. So it has to be her. I don't think I'll look at the evidence to see if we have anything that he would have touched. No. Nope. Oops. Did not mean to do that. No. Okay, so it has to be a person. And then it has to be Olive Green, right? Because she has his old key. Although honestly, I feel like she's touched that key so much. In real life, this would not be useful. But for this, we're gonna say it's this magical case. I think this will. We have to suspend disbelief here and accept that maybe the key will work. Yeah. In any case, it's the only thing he's touched, so. We will need something of Selden's in order to create the indicator solution to find his loot. And something the convict owned happens to be in the possession of somebody listed in the court record. Yeah, I'm thinking hard here, man. Upon my word, Mr. Naruhodo, your powers of reasoning appear to be on the up. Wow, a compliment from Sholmes. So, which particular person do you have in mind? From whom can we obtain a possession of the late convict Selden to create the indicator solution? That Naruhodo should be legal. It's too smooth. Thanks. I'm doing my best here.
Take that!
Alright, it's olive green. Miss Green.
Me? What do you want with me?
The key around your neck, if you please.
Sorry?
Shamsir. That key belonged to Selden. There will be remnants of secretions from the man's skin on its surface that we can use.
Very true.
That is the sample we need. Using it, we can create the indicator solution required for Mr. Sholmes' skin print seeker. Whoa. And find out exactly what Selden touched in the room that he used to rent.
Mr. Shakespeare, as one great to another, I assure you. But the late convict's hole is hidden somewhere in his former lodgings. I shall uncover it in no more than 30 minutes.
So, Mr. Shamspeare, the truth is well within our grasp now, and as such, you will never get your hands on Selden's stolen wealth.
In that case, I'll gladly let Mr. Sholmes have this key.
No! Give the key to me! The detective shan't have it! It's over, Mr. Shamspeare.
No!
You're out of options now. There's only one thing left for you to do. Admit your guilt.
Whoa! Oh, shameful spear despair! I saw you. Be thy name! Wait, why is there confetti? So crazy. Okay. Is that it? Did we win? Oh wait, where's his hat? Explosion's costly. I feel like he's lost his like jewels as well. I never intended to kill the man. I just... There wasn't confetti when I was on a jury. Oh my god, that would be amazing if the end of the case they like have like confetti guns. I don't know, somehow I feel like it would take away a bit of the authority of the ruling. I just wanted to drive him out of the room, that's all.
So you'd have time to find the convict's haul of stolen goods? Yeah, after you killed the young man, you still didn't move into the room.
I asked the landlord, of course. I pleaded with him, but he refused.
Why?
I was 3 months behind with the rent, for one thing.
Mr. Girdeb really has had a lot to put up with.
And he had the gas repair work done immediately afterwards, putting the room out of action for a while. And then this Japanese man swooped in at just the right moment to sign the new lease.
Poor Mr. Natsume. What unfortunate timing.
True. Then 5 days ago,
After the incident on Briar Road when the Japanese fellow got himself arrested. I thought I'd finally have my chance, but it wasn't to be. No, the scene was sealed off and guarded by the police night and day.
And if I remember rightly, Mr. Sholmes spent the whole day in there reading books. I couldn't even enter the room, let alone search for the loot.
Which is why, on the day Mr. Natsume was acquitted and returned to his room, you once again tried your trick of blowing air into the gas pipe that feeds the stove in his room. Unbeknownst to you, however, that action would lead you into a deadly trap.
So sad.
Okay. William Shakespeare. How does it go? To be or not to be? That is the question.
From Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1.
Well, let me tell you, in your case, it's not to be. That is the answer. You deserve to die for what you've done.
To leave or not to leave? Oh. Yeah, he's like murdered 2 people. No. What? He's murdered 1 person, attempted murder another person. I don't know, he's done a lot of and he has all the gas stealing.
At first, I really did think it was just a terrible accident. I'll never forget our conversation the night before Duncan died.
I'm a little disappointed she's not a criminal though.
The gas supply in my new lodgings are a complete disaster, you know, Olive.
The gas supply? The gas supply?
Yes, and the stove always seems to go out in the middle of the night for some reason.
That's no joke.
And they say it's the convict's curse.
Oh, Duncan, please, don't stay there. I don't care how cheap it is.
Alright then, it's that important to you. I'll start looking for a new place.
There's spare rooms at my house. Why don't you leave that horrible room tonight?
No, I better not. We said we'd wait until we graduated before we told our parents, remember?
No! But that was the last time we ever spoke. That very night, he fell victim to the gas. No, Duncan! If only I'd known it was going to happen. I'd have insisted he left that horrible room that instant. But instead, all I've been left with is bitter regret. I stopped going to school, but something kept drawing me back to the house on Briar Road. I saw a stooped, Eastern-looking man with a mustache coming out of the house one day when I was there. He walked up the road to Grub's Grubbery for some food, so I followed him and sat myself down next to him. He had some watery-looking soup and started to pick a quarrel with the publican. The place is cursed, I tell you! Cursed! The ghost of that convict who used to live there is trying to suffocate me! I wake up in the middle of the night, freezing to death because the stove has gone out. The room is full of gas and I can hardly breathe. The pipes have been checked, no problem there. It's like, I'm the problem! That's what they're thinking. But how could that be? Duncan was gone, and now this man had almost suffered the same fate. Could it really be a curse?
No, evidently not.
Then I remembered a rumor I'd heard about how the gas companies go around investigating the gas installations.
A rumor? Ah, you mean...
Yes, everybody's heard the stories, it seems, about how they go around checking the pipes.
How anything connected to the gas can be extinguished by blowing air into the pipework.
That's when it started. A little flicker of doubt in the back of my mind that just wouldn't go away.
They go around getting high on gas.
It was it really an accident, though?
Evidently not.
Once I had the idea, it wouldn't leave me alone. It plagued me day and night. So I bought this at one of the black markets in the East End.
She bought the poison. Oh, black market? Wait, is she actually gonna be an attempted murderer as well? Oh my god. My conclusion will be right, maybe?
I'd never been. I just heard people talk about them. And you really can buy anything you can think of there. In some ways, being able to get my hands on this so easily made me even more determined.
I know, so many twists and turns. And we still have to find out why Zeeks doesn't like Naruhodo and like the other peeps, right?
I had to find out one way or another. Was Duncan's death an accident? Or was it murder?
And your chosen method for establishing the truth is simple, but highly effective. Smear poison on the gas pipe you suspected the man of tampering with, and wait. If Mr. Shamspeare was innocent, nothing would come of what you'd done. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes dearly. Ooh, okay, so she did do it.
I found out the name of the man I suspected. William Shamspeare. And then I wrote him this little note.
Aww.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance.
Oh my goodness.
If he'd done it, I knew that would worry him enough so that he'd be sure to go. So I waited to see if it worked.
And of course, Mr. Shamspeare followed the instructions to the letter.
I worked out where the gas pipe was straight away. So I smeared a good amount of the poison I brought all around the mouth of the pipe. All the time, praying the devil's work wouldn't be done, and that it was all just some wild fantasy.
Oh, you did do it! Oh.
Actually, no. All the time praying that the devil's work would be done, and that the culprit would get his just desserts.
Alright. Everyone's like, whoa. Olive. Oh, Shisato-san's gonna cry. Alright. Is that it? No. There's gotta be more. 3 days ago, when you were first stood in the dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, Saseki-san came back finally. I certainly never imagined the depths of depravity that we should subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. It has been a long road, my Nipponese friend. Oh, yes. And one I certainly didn't envisage. Oh my god, I can't talk. And one I certainly didn't envisage walking with you. Yeah, he's like kind of our buddy this time. Nevertheless, together we have reached the light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. Miss Green.
Yes, my lord?
You will henceforth be stripped of your freedom, as punishment for the attempted murder of Mr. William Shamspeare.
Yes, I know.
And you, Mr. Shamspeare, you will be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood, and the subsequent attempted murder of Mr. Soseki Natsume here present.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
Yesterday, at the hospital, when you and your friends stopped me from
From ending your life by drinking what was left in the poison bottle?
I wasn't myself. I can't even really remember what was going through my mind. To be or not to be, I suppose. That's a question that's so hard to answer, it seems.
Well, personally, I'm glad of your being here, Miss Green.
Oh,
And I'd like to believe that it's a blessing Mr. Shamspeare didn't die when he ingested the poison. For your sake, at the very least. What?
because of you, I chose life, not death. And now you've made the truth come out at last.
Aw. I guess this is good.
Really, I can't thank you enough.
But she's an attempted murderer.
Oh, Miss Green.
Mr. Soseki Natsume,
Yes, my lord.
the court declares that you are exonerated from all blame in this matter. Accordingly, I would call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty. We are in full agreement, my lord. In that case, I hereby declare the defendant.
Woo! Great success! Great success! Oh my god, there's fireworks. Fireworks and confetti.
Now just for the wrap-up.
Yeah, that's what they need at the end of all, like, not guilty verdicts. They need confetti guns in courtrooms. Oh god. Seems a bit callous, maybe, for, like, the people who've suffered.
Court is adjourned.
But hey, this isn't real life, so it's okay. Now we know where the tax payment went. Oh, there's the useless bailiff. What's up, useless bailiff? Oh my goodness.
23rd of February, 3:24 p.m., the Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber.
Oh, yes, yes, at last. Divine justice duly done!
Divine justice? My dear fellow, if there were any divine justice in this world, you would shave that mustache.
No, this has nothing to do with my mustache.
Some say that a luxuriant mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mr. Sholmes.
Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! Once again.
Once again. Never trust a man with a mustache, that's right.
You've saved me from doom!
I'm very happy to have been able to help Mr. Natsume. Congratulations on your acquittal. You're second in almost as many days. Are we gonna get more information about this guy? He said he was gonna, like, tell us something after the trial, right?
I was first acquainted with and gained affection for English literature whilst in our great homeland empire. And then, by a twist of fate, I was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only, the city of bricks and mortar became my prison. Try as I might, I never found my feet here. In the end, I confined myself to my room and lived life through friendly old books.
Well, you can do that at home.
You've had such a difficult time, haven't you?
Oh, but a week ago now. I dragged you out of that dark and dingy room of yours, did I not?
You did. And I've seen more of life in this week than in all my years to date. And for the first time, I feel like I've begun to see the true face of the English that's so far been hiding from me behind the wall of fog.
I hope no more crimes, my goodness.
My dear fellow, There's nothing special about the true face of the English, as you put it. Wheresoever one goes in the world, humans are human. There are few genuine differences.
Yes, I think you're right. I finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. I've worked out why I was attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that whatever our nationality, we humans all have the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live.
Well said. I've come to feel the same way. Alright. What's up?
I've made a decision, too.
Okay, this is the thing we were... Ah, okay.
I'm gonna cut short my study tour here and return to Japan.
What?
Just when we become friends here in England. What a terrible shame. Oh, I know. That does tug at my heartstrings. It really does. But I've decided I'd like to take everything I've learned here in Britain and write something of my own.
Yeah, don't get into any more crime. He's not gonna have Naruhodo-san to bail him out. You know, figuratively and literally.
A novel of sorts, I suppose. Oh my! So you'll be creating your own literature, Mr. Natsume. How wonderful. Oh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature.
This guy. Why not? When that is precisely the definition, Mr. Mustache.
I suppose you're right, yes. It will, in a way, be literature. But as of now, all I know is that I'd like to try my hand at writing. I have no delusions of grandeur.
I, for one, would love to read your work.
Well, all things considered, it may be for the best. After all, you have once again emerged victorious. Yeah, you better leave now, because like, yeah, exactly. From a battle with the Reaper. That's very true.
And there is no salvation for a person in the dock when the Reaper's the prosecutor.
Yeah, get out of town quick, buddy. The desire to return post-haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is one I quite understand.
My goodness, yes. Faced with such a terrifying prospect.
Nobody would want to consider that cowardly, I'm sure. I'm quite sure.
But that's not why I'm leaving. I mean it.
Objection? What? From who? And that was the case that we found ourselves embroiled in 6 months ago now.
Oh yeah. Also, this whole thing was a flashback. Cause that's how this game rolls. This whole thing was a flashback. That's why Susato-san was still here.
Soseki-san did indeed return to Japan and submitted a report about both cases to the government. It was on reading that report that Professor Mikotoba was prompted to visit the scholar. And barely any time later, Susato-san was given the news that she must return to Japan as well, on the back of a telegram stating falsely that her father had fallen gravely ill. The only possible explanation that comes to mind is what happened after the trial on the following day. The day that we uncovered the loot hidden by the now deceased convict in his former lodgings.
Ooh, really? Really? Okay. What do we got here? Are we gonna find it?
24th of February, 10:13 a.m., Mr. Natsume's room.
Oh, we have like a maneki neko right here.
Maneki neko means like beckoning cat? Yeah.
That's so cute.
Oh, well done, Mr. Sholmes. How simply marvelous of you. To uncover the secret hiding place in just one day.
Wasn't it supposed to take 30 minutes? As I believe I told you, my dear fellows, skin prints are extremely useful in such situations. Wouldn't you agree, Gregson? Oh, Fish and Chips Man came back. Oh my god, the violence with which he eats.
Grexy's been happily munching in agreement this whole time, you know, Hurley.
Happily? I think perhaps humorlessly might be closer to the truth.
So, it transpires the man fashioned a hiding place in the ceiling.
And what's in it? What exactly is the loot?
Let us look then, if you're ready. Let us examine the late burglar's haul.
Alright, checking it out.
What the? What is that?
Oh!
It looks to be some sort of neckband or collar.
Is it a dog collar? Is it a jeweled dog collar? Why is it bloody?
Oh, maybe it's not a collar. Okay.
A collar? It's huge though.
And look at all the gemstones set in it. I can see why it was claimed to be worth 1,000 pounds. Or perhaps I could have it as a belt.
It's a cock ring.
Oh my god! No! What, for like a dragon? Good god. Wow. Good job on getting around the Oh man. Yeah, I think okay. Yeah, I think it's a collar.
Oh, have you noticed on the inside there? There are some dark stains.
Yeah, it's blood. You don't think they could be blood, do you? I mean, there's quite a lot of it.
On second thoughts, perhaps I won't have it as a belt.
Yeah, it's big enough to be Iris's belt, so.
Then of course there's this emblem here.
A large letter B and a small crown. What does it signify, do you think?
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Alright, what do we got here?
I feel as though I've seen that emblem somewhere before, you know. Where could it have been?
That's enough of that, I think. What? What's the matter with Mr. Sholmes? All the color is drained from his face.
Well, Inspector, I believe you ought to be taking this. Oughtn't you? Oughtn't you? Could be valuable evidence after all. It must be kept safely, under lock and key. Yeah. Get your grubby hands off that, you lot, and hand it over, now.
I'd never seen a collar that large before. And all those jewels certainly look to be extremely valuable. But that's not what stood out the most to me. At least, not once I'd noticed it. Those dark marks on the inside of the collar, those stains. Could they really have been blood?
Man, you've seen a lot of blood already at this point, boy. I feel like it shouldn't faze you.
Well, that was a funny case, wasn't it? But it's all buttoned up now.
And you look very pleased, Iris.
I am, because I was starting to wonder what I could use as the basis of this month's story in the magazine. But this case will be perfect. It's been so fascinating.
You're talking about the latest installment of The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, I presume.
The mystery of the knife in the mist, and the mustached man and the convict's curse, perhaps. I could make a two-part story. Oh, I can't wait.
A word, please, Iris.
Yes? What is it, Hurley?
I'm sorry, but you can't write about this case. It's out of the question.
What? Why not? It's a great case.
Then I shall have to insist that you limit yourself to the first of your two titles. The second must never be written.
Oh, hi, Sarunoni. Howdy, howdy.
Is that clear? Why? Why is Sholmes covering up stuff?
Yes. Hey yo, hey yo. Yeah, what's going on here? I want
And
to
so
know.
it was that the second of Souseki-san's cases became buried in obscurity.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I never have one.
I'm pretty good about drinking plenty of water on my own, to be honest. I know. What's up with that? I want
Now,
to.
looking back, I feel I understand.
Now looking back, I feel I understand.
I want to be the only voice actor.
I can see why Mr. Sholmes forbade Iris from publishing the story.
Do you?
It would take a little longer before I saw the link between everything that had happened
Okay.
and would happen.
And would happen.
For
Yeah.
it wasn't until 2 months after the arrival of Susato-san's letter that events began to unfurl again.
Okay. And I agree, it is quite random that now they're having just random voice acting when before I had to do everything.
With an incident that took place at the very heart of the eagerly awaited Great Exhibition of London.
Ooh, okay, okay. They finally got the budget. They got the budget for like 5 sentences per game. 5 sentences per case. End. Alright.
We have completed it. Save current progress. Yes. Alright. Woohoo! Great success.
Alright. Well, then that's gonna be it, I guess, for today. Yeah, we finished the Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoro. And the next one will be The Return of the Great Departed Soul. And then there's 3 more chapters. So there is The Great Departed Soul, Twisted Karma and His Last Bow, and The Resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo as the last one. So yeah, those are gonna be, yeah. So 1, 2, 3 more cases. So another 3 months, yeah. Oh, but don't worry, because I've already bought the whole other like Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright trilogy. I think we'll be good at least until 2024. Every Sunday from now until 2024. We'll see. I kind of wonder how long the Phoenix Wright trilogy is gonna take. I do think this will give us like probably another 3 months, and then we'll see. Yeah, that went by pretty fast. It was good. I'm glad we were able to wrap this one up today. I didn't think it was gonna be like as long as my usual streams, and it wasn't. But that's okay. We managed to like get this done in a quite nice little bit of time. But it wasn't like too short either, which is good. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. I'll be back again on Thursday with Stardew time. Stardew time. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. That was fun. Man, this case was crazy. I can't even imagine like how much crazier is it gonna get, right? Like, how much more elaborate can everything become? I don't know. This is the most complicated case yet, for sure. Alright, who can we raid? Maybe I wanna... Is there anyone else playing Ace Attorney? Oh, there's not that many. Yeah, there's no other like no one else like showing VTuber. There's one, but there's no one else doing also English. So, all right. Since I'm not sure who to raid, why don't we just raid? We raided XSL last time, right? Maybe we can raid. It's a mystery. Who's good? Do you guys have any suggestions? I'm open to suggestions. Also, it's like so quiet. I want to like return to the mainstream, I guess. At least there'll be some like music. There we go. It's a little better. Less awkward background. All right. Well, I could raid a few people. There's people on, so. How about... I'm like, this music's so catchy. Alright, we can raid Carmi. Carmi's playing The Sims. The Sims 2. We'll just raid Carmi. I raided Carmi recently, but I don't have any other ideas, and I wanted to raid someone that's doing chill stuff, and she's pretty chill, so... Alright, you second that? Okay, good. Alright, Carmi it is. Alright. Yeah, thank you guys again so much for hanging out. I'll be back on Thursday with Stardew Valley, and I have installed another mod. I have so much more to explore. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, have a great rest of your weekend and beginning of your week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!